What is up, everyone? Welcome to Reality Room Podcast with Paul, bringing you the latest on Big Brother Canada 5 live feeds. Okay, so a lot has been going on in the Big Brother Canada 5 house, and oh my god, it's been so exciting. Now, it's been a few days since the last episode was aired, so I don't want to dwell too much into the early stuff because I know that's a lot of it's common knowledge already. So I'll just go through that part quickly. So basically, we had Demetres win HOH, which was very exciting because he went from like low man on the totem pole to like head honcho very quickly. And that's always exciting in Big Brother, having a person who was on the block the last week just and totally, take it to the home plate for the HOH competition and win it. So that's very exciting. So basically what's been happening, and again, I'm only going to dwell into the yearly stuff very mildly. So we had a 6-person alliance form, and it's basically the season 3 alliance, along with Netta, Ika, and Demetres form. And season 3 alliance, as you all know, it's Cindy, Kevin, Bruno. Okay, so those 6 are in alliance right now, which is pretty exciting. And Demetres is the only newbie in that alliance, which is interesting. And basically the idea right now with the vets is kind of like Cass, Gary, and Dallas are kind of a little sketchy to them. And you constantly have like the other vet girls just talking about Cass being like, she's being like a little weird and doing this and that and the other thing. And they're just talking bad about her. I mean, it might be better now, but we'll get to that part later. This is prior to the noms. And Dallas just mostly hangs out with the newbies, it seems. He has a great relationship with Dillon and Emily, and he was on the wrong side of the vote last time, but also so was Kevin and Bruno. So, and we'll get to that as well. All right, so let's get to nominations. So at this point, it seems, well, not it seems, the nominations were Dillon and Emily, which makes a lot of sense because if you remember the last episode, you remember that his plan, Demetres, was to target Dillon, and that was basically helped him stay in the house. Whether or not that was the actual case of how that transpired, I don't know. He puts them on the block. Also, they seem to be very showmancy. They're very close, and Emily's got like a mouth on her. She's very mouthy. But I'll get to that in the veto competition. So other than that, I guess who else is working together right now? So Gary and Cassandra are working together. They are the tortoise and the hare, which I love. And Gary is, I love Gary. I didn't watch BBCAN1. I will admit, I did not watch BBCAN1. I watched all the other BBCANs. But Gary is fucking hilarious. Like, he just, sipping tea and doing his makeup. And he's just like, he doesn't care. He's just so honest. But he's also like fading in the back. He also like fades in the background a little bit. And Cass, of course, from BBCAN4 is amazing as well, but it's because she's a really good strategist, etc. So those two are working together. Dallas also kind of has a working relationship with Cassandra right now. And as I said before, Dallas is also kind of working with Dillon and Emily a little bit, although it's a little more complicated there. And Dallas also thinks that the vets are all still together, which is, whatever. He's clearly out of the loop on that one. In regards to newbies, I know that Dre and William, was it William? Are in like their French alliance. So a lot of times on the feed, you just see them fucking talking French to one another, and I'm like, all right, I don't speak French. But I guess part of Canada is French, so I don't think they can just tell them to stop that. So, I mean, is what it is. I guess we'll jump on to, let's jump on to, they had like a little challenge before the veto competition, and it was supposed to give them an advantage. I don't remember who exactly played. I know it was obviously Demetres, Emily, and Dillon. I believe Dre played as well. and I think Dallas was playing, and was it Karen? I think it was those 6. Don't hold me to it. Don't hold me to it. I'm not sure if Dallas was playing, but I know that Karen, Dre, and the other 3 were. So they had like this Oreo dunking contest apparently, and I don't know. I guess that's their sponsor this year. Hey, BBCAN5 always. I mean, Big Brother Canada always has like their special sponsors. So I guess it might be Oreo this time or some sort of cookie thing. And Dre won that, so she won an advantage in the veto competition. But guess the fuck what? Didn't matter because Dillon was the one who pulled it off in this veto competition. And the feeds were off for like a decent amount of time. And apparently it had something to do with water, and everyone, I think probably something to do with running maybe, or maybe crawling. Although what I have heard, and we'll see this on Wednesday, is that after Dillon won the veto competition, Emily started screaming in excitement, like a little weirdly so, like so much so that it kind of put the other people in the house off. Like, and apparently during the competition, she actively like was blocking Demetres. We don't know exactly what that means yet because I don't know what the competition is specifically, but I'm sure we'll see that on Wednesday too. So that's going to be kind of interesting. And that's kind of like putting a target on her back because it's not her that won the veto. It's fucking Dillon. And Dillon's going to use it on himself unless he's uses it on Emily. That's the dumbest move ever. So Dillon's going to use it on himself. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about the meats of where I want to get to in this episode. And that is who's going to be the replacement nom. Okay. So basically you had like this whole thing where and this again goes a little bit more into early yesterday. Ika was telling Demetres that Bruno and Kevin voted you out last time. That's only because they knew you would stay. They didn't want to seem like you were together. Now the only person that doesn't have that standing is Dallas. So out of the vets anyway, and it seems like Demetres wants to send out wants to put up a strong player. So he wants to put up a vet, and that vet is looking like, again, it hasn't happened yet. It's looking like it's going to be Dallas. Now, basically, and this whole week has been pretty fucked up. Now, everyone's been talking about backdooring each other, basically. I've heard people say, oh, let's backdoor Bruno. Cassandra and Gary basically want to backdoor Bruno. I think Bruno wants a backdoor Cassandra. I think, I don't remember now. But I think the girls were even thinking about that too. And I don't know. It's been very, like, messy with the vets. And honestly, how about they just fucking get their act together? Because listen, you don't want a vet to leave, because if Dallas is on the block right now, he would probably leave at this point. Although there's a vet meeting going on in like 10 minutes, and we'll get to that. But if Dallas was on the block right now, no newbie's going to keep him. Newbies know better. Emily versus Dallas, easy. Send Dallas home. And some of the vets would do the same thing because they don't think Dallas is trustworthy. I think Bruno and Kevin would do it. Possibly Netta. I don't know. So Dallas could be leaving, and he's my fucking pick to win because he was my pick to win last time. Dallas, don't screw me again, please. Come on. All right, but anyway, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so Dallas is looking like he's going to be going on the block. And I don't know, man. It just, the way he tried talking to, right. I was talking about Demetres, why he was putting him on the block. So Demetres was putting him on the block because he's voted for him last time. I don't know if he exactly wants to do it. I truly believe his real target was Dillon. There was no backdoor option. Dallas stupidly is trying to convince him to put Karen on the block. I don't know why, because apparently, Karen, well, obviously because Karen put him on the block last week, Demetres. And it's not a bad move, but Karen's also not the biggest threat, although that could change in the upcoming weeks. But right now, she's not the biggest threat. So him kind of like edging that way isn't really doing him much good right now. And he's going to be the one on the block like 90%, unless some dramatic thing changes in the next, like, literally the next few hours. Although I think the veto is on Monday, so it's going to be used on Monday. So I guess we still have a whole day. Oh God, we still have a fucking whole day. Oh my God. Okay, so let's also talk about how Dallas was like talking to some of the vets. So he was talking to Cass and he was talking to Gary, and he's like, "Listen, what can I do? Like, I think I'm in a bad situation right now. I hope the vets stick together. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be going home." And they're like, "Listen, you're not on the block yet. Try doing something. Try talking to him and making sure you don't get on the block." Like, that's the whole situation right now, trying to make sure he doesn't get on the block in the first place, which is smart, okay? Which is very, very smart of Cass and Gary. But Dallas is like being so pessimistic, and then Ika walks in and they're having this big conversation. And again, Ika is in that other 6-person alliance. So I don't know why the fuck she's even talking to Dallas right now. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. But, Ika's playing this game hard, and let's get to that a little bit. So Ika's like explaining to Dallas, "Listen, it's tough for you because you kind of fucked your game up with not hanging out with the vet guys, i.e., Bruno and Kevin, and instead hanging out with the newbies. And now everyone thinks you're with the goddamn newbies, and the newbies aren't going to vote to save you because you're a vet." And Dallas is like, "Oh man, I fucked up. And she's like, "Listen, I mean, I don't know if there's anything we can do, but I prefer you stay personally." I think, yeah, that's basically what she said. And then Ika, Cass, Gary have their tea time, which was pretty funny. And apparently some shit came out about Bruno. And again, Ika's in alliance with Bruno. So she's spilling tea about Bruno to fucking Cass and Gary, who she's not aligned with right now. Although she might be aligned with them now. I don't know. Last night was fucking bizarre. And I think Ika came to the conclusion after talking to Gary and Cassandra that if Dallas is the replacement nom, Emily has to go because Dallas would be loyal to the vets. Okay, so that's what happened there. And I don't know, some other stuff happened. Apparently, Ika was trying to get Cass to fake cry. She was like, "Think of something sad." And Cass is like, "Nothing makes me sad." I'm just kind of like, I don't know, BBCAN5, you fake cried. You can do it this season too, girl. You got this. I don't know what Ika's doing right now. She's playing very hard. My advice, and she can't see this, but my advice to players, Ika has a working relationship with everyone in the house. And that's an issue for this reason. If word gets around that you're close to these other people, people in your alliance get sketched out. So it's not a bad thing necessarily to have a relationship with everybody, but it could bite you in the ass later. So Netta and Cindy, Netta and Cindy don't really trust Cass that much. Okay, so if Ike is talking to Cass a lot, it's going to look a little a little suspicious. So I'm praying that, but Ike was also talking to Cindy today, and she's like, "Listen, Gary," and she's protecting Cassandra. She's saying, "Listen, Gary is more dangerous than Cassandra." So she's trying to protect Cassandra now. I don't know. I don't think that 6-person alliance is as strong as we think it is, despite Demetres flirting with Ika yesterday, which I only heard about. I didn't watch, so don't hold me to that. But I heard that there was some flirting going on. I don't know if Ika was able to catch that. But yeah, I don't know where Ika stands right now. So Ika wants to save Dallas now by voting out Emily. So that's the consensus right now. So what they're doing, literally as we speak, and I don't know why I shot this video now, they're holding a fucking vet meeting with everybody, which is like, all right. And they're apparently going to try to convince the rest of the house, the rest of the vets, to keep Dallas if he's on the block. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how Dallas was campaigning this morning to everybody. So he campaigned to Jack, and he's like, "Listen, it's best if you keep me," basically. Like, he was just so overt about it. He's not even on the fucking block yet. Best not to talk to a newbie about that until you're on the block. Stick with talking to the vets. yeah, Dallas is getting all paranoid, rightfully so. Ike is playing too hard. Netta doesn't give a fuck anymore. She's like, oh, I have immunity, so I'm not gonna like play too hard. She went to bed like mad early last night. People on Twitter are complaining. And I'm like, I mean, it's because it's a stupid fucking twist. Let me know down below what you think about this fucking vet, not vet specifically, but this fucking keep a player till jury safe thing. Oh, but also have them be able to play in HOHs and vetoes and vote. It's fucking stupid. Okay? Stupid. So dumb. And of course, Netta gets it. Who else was going to fucking get it? Who else? Pissed. All right. So that's basically all the info, all the deets that I got for you. I don't actually know how long this video was. It might have been way longer than I thought it was. All right. So please like, comment, and subscribe down below. On doing these update videos, obviously. And I'll do my best, to catch up. I'm a pretty busy guy, but love Big Brother Canada 5 just as much as you guys do. So yeah, comment down below what you think about these updates, and if anything new popped up, new developments with this vet meeting, comment it down below. Let's check this shit out, and let me know what you think about fucking Ika playing too hard and Dallas fucking campaigning and these fucking alliances and all this shit. All right, until next time, guys. Peace.